our video number 3 as we get close to our set point temperatures of 50 and 52. So basically that 7-degree differential we see is basically the differential that's in the tank for no other reason, and that's a big tank. And the incoming and outgoing water coming in from two different locations. But while we're waiting for the first compressor to shut off, one note here again is this shut off valve here. We can close that just to demonstrate how the flow switch works. These have a pretty high-end flow switch behind this door here. It actually senses the differential in the water pressure in two different locations. In some cases you may have to adjust that a little bit. If you're confused on it, just give us a call. But we think we got it adjusted pretty well. So we can actually tweak the flow down here to the point where we induce a alarm there on the low flow. So I just wanted to show that to you. And now we just I just turn it back on. So the compressor should turn back on, or the chiller will turn back on after that alarm resets itself. The one thing you do when the system does shut down is you turn the system pump back on. Now with this chiller, because it has your circulation of the evaporator pump, the whole issue of having a bypass on your exterior piping kind of goes away, because usually the reason for having a bypass kind of connecting a bypass line between your inlet and your outlet is to make sure you have proper flow over your heat exchanger all the time. Because this is a 2-pump system with the evaporator pump here, that kind of eliminates that need. An example of why you'd get a low flow alarm sometimes would be if you're either running at so cold of a temperature you're actually starting to freeze up inside the evaporator, or if your Y strainer has gotten clogged or dirty, restricting the flow. You have going out to your process, you have this shut off here already, so it's up to you. You really don't have to put another shut off there unless you want to. You can. It'll avoid you from having to go inside the covers here if you ever want to do some maintenance on your system. But I would put in your process piping, the fluid coming in, I would put a shut off there. So we're obviously sensing temperature off the bottom number here. Those green lights there, the third and fourth one down is compressor 3 and compressor 1 and compressor 2. So compressor 2, which had the 52-degree set point, just turned off. Compressor 1 is still running. Again, in your application, I'd leave both the set points the same, but change the differential values slightly. But just to show, in this exercise here, one compressor shutting off, which just did. That's why I set them the 2 set points differently. goes the differential. There you go. So now we've met the 50-degree set point and compressor number 1 shut off. So I think that's about it. This is Scott from KIG. Our website is kigsales.com. Thank you.